I will discuss the right of person arrested or under custodial investigation. A Universal Declaration of Human Rights or UDHR is a common standard of achievement for all people in all nations, to the end that every individual and every organ of society, keeping this declaration constantly in mind, shall be strive by teaching and education to promote respect for these rights and freedom, and by progressive measure national and international to secure the universal and effective recognition and observance. Article 1. All human beings are born free and equal in dignity and rights. So, kita gipanganak ta na free o pantay-patay na dignidad. Article number 3. Everyone has the right to life, liberty, and secure person. So, kita tanan natay katungod sa atong kinabuhi. Article 5. No one shall be subjected to torture or to cruel, inhuman, or degrading treatment or punishment. So wala joy sino man kung sa kanang sumailalim sa torture o kanang di makataong nga pagtrato. Article 7. All are equal before the law and are entitled without any discrimination to equal protection of the law. All are entitled to equal protection against any discrimination and violation of this declaration and against any incitement to such discrimination. So kita tanan pantay-pantay tas batas walay mo labaw. Article 8. Everyone has the right to an effective remedy by the competent national tribunals for act violating the fundamental rights granted by the Constitution or by law. Article 9. No one shall be subjected to arbitrary arrest, detention, or exile. So kanang arbitrary arrest kanang di gud makatuwiran nga pag-aresto nimo sa isa ka tawo. Article 10. Everyone is entitled in full equality to a fair and public hearing by an independent and impartial tribunal in the determination of his right and obligation and of any criminal charge against him. Article 11. Everyone charged with a penal offense has the right to be presumed innocent until proved guilty according to law in a public trial at which he has had all guarantees necessary for his defense. So, tanang tao na nagkasuhan ng penal offense ay ipinagpalagay sana na inosente hantod na ma-prove na sa nagkasala jud sa pampublikong paglilitis. Article 12. No one shall be subjected to arbitrary interference with his privacy, family, home, or correspondence, nor to attack upon his honor and reputation. Article 17. Everyone has the right to own property alone as well as in association with others. So, tanan ay karapatan nga mag-own sa property para sa pagkasama sa uban. 1987 Philippine Constitution, Section 1. No person shall be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, or shall any person be denied the equal protection of the laws. So, bawal jud. So, kaning Section 1, bawal jud nimo bawian og kinabuhi o mga ari-arian ng isa ka tawo kung wala ang tama nga proseso sa batas. Section 2. The right of the people to be secured in their person, houses, papers, and effect against unreasonable searcher and seizure of whatever nature and for any purpose shall be inviolable and no search warrants or warrants shall be issued except upon probable cause to be determined personality by the judge after examination under oath or affirmation of the complainant and the witnesses he may produce and particular describe the place to be searched and the person or things to be seized. Section 3. The privacy of communication and correspondence shall be inviolable except upon lawful order of the court or when public safety order or orders requires otherwise as prescribed by law. Section 11. Free access to the courts and quasi-judicial bodies and adequate legal assistance shall not be denied to any person by reason of poverty. Section 12. Any person under investigation for the commission of an offense shall have the right to be informed of his right to remain silent and to have competent and independent counsel, preferably of his own choice. So, ang isa ka tao nga under sa investigasyon kay nay karapatan nga paalam sa iyang manatiling tahimik at karapatang payo na makabubutis para sa kanya. No torture, force, violence, threat, immediacy, or any other means which vitiate the free will shall be used against him. Anang gibawat po ng pag force o kanang function mo siya o kanang agloko ng isa ka tao o ginabawal po ng ikulong nimo sa lugar na detention o walay kanang komunikasyon sa gawas. Section 13. All persons except those charged with offense punishable by reclusion perpetua when evidence of guilt is strong shall before conviction be bailable by sufficient sureties or be released on recognizance as may be provided by law. Section 14. No person shall be held to answer for a criminal offense without the due process of law. May tao nga dapat managot sa isa ka krimen kung walay tama nga proseso sa batas. Section 15. The privilege of the right of habeas corpus shall not be suspended except in case of invasion or rebellion when public safety requires it. Section 16. All persons shall have the right to speedy disposition of their cases before all judicial, quasi-judicial, or administrative bodies. So,
I'm the second reporter of Lesson 4. I will start my report. Republic Act number 7438. This act detains certain rights of person arrested, detained, or under custodial investigation as well as duties of arresting, detaining, and investigating officer and providing penalties for violation to reap this law approved on April 27. Ang halimbawa ni na is karapatan ang itinakda ng batas na ito ay ang mga karapatan ng isang nahuli na magkaroon ng abogado. Kung ang isang nahuli ay hindi kayang magbayad ng abogado, dapat itong bigyan ng libreng legal assistance mula sa pamahalaan. Number 1. Any person arrested, detained, or under judicial investigation shall at all times be assisted by counsel. Pinsa man ng mga tao ang na-detain or under judicial investigation na siya'y permitting abogado. Any public officer or employee or any acting under his order or his place who arrests, detains, and investigation any person for commission of an offense shall inform later. Sabutan ay ang opisyal o kawani ng pamahalaan na na-detain o naaresto para sa mga kasalanan at dapat magpaalam sa kanilang karapatan, manahimik at magkaroon ng isang independent counsel or abogado. Kung hindi kayang magbayad, kailangan bigyan ng opisyal na mag-imbestiga. Number 3. The judicial investigation report shall be reduced to writing by the investigating officer, providing that before such a report is signed or thumb marked, a person arrested or detained does not know how to read and write, it shall be read the adequately explained to him by his counsel or by the assisting counsel provided. Ang ibig sabihin nito ay kung ang isang na-accuse or na-detain ay hindi marunong magbasa or sumulat, ay kailangan alalayan ng kanyang abogado or assisting counsel. Number 4. Any extrajudicial confession made by person arrested, detained, or under judicial investigation shall be writing and signed by such as person and presence and counseling in later absence upon valid waiver. Ang ibig sabihin nito ay ang mga extrajudicial confession ng nahuli o na-detain na individual ay dapat pirmahan sa pagsusulat sa harap ng kanilang abogado, magulang, asawa, alkalde ng munisipyo, hukom, supervisor ng paaralan, o piniling pari. 5. Any waiver by a person arrested or detained under the provision of Article 125 of Revised Penal Code or under judicial investigation shall be in writing and signed by such a person in presence of his counsel. Halimbawa nito ay si Juan ay nahuli sa ilalim ng Article 125. Dapat niyang pirmahan ang waiver ng kanyang mga karapatan sa harap ng kanyang abogado. Number 6. Any person arrested or detained or under judicial investigation shall be allowed visit by or conference with any member of his immediate family. Ang ibig sabihin na niya, tayo ikaw nakulong, pwede ka bisitahon sa imuhang pamilya or bisag kinsa basta gipili nimo, pwede sila modalaw sa mga. Who is an assisting counsel? Assisting counsel ay isang abogado na tumutulong sa isang individual na nahuli, na detain o nasa ilalim ng investigasyon sa pagprotekta sa kanilang mga karapatan. The doctrine of the fruit of the poisonous tree. Number 1. Evidence will be excluded if it was gained through evidence uncovered in an illegal arrest, unreasonable search, or conveyance. Hindi isasama ang kundi ito ay nakuha sa pamamagitan ng ebidensya, natuklasan ng isang illegal na pag-aresto, hindi nakatuwirang paghahanap na mapilit na integrasyon o paglabag sa isang particular na batas sa pagbubukod. 2. Is an offshoot of the exclusionary rule which is applied of primary evidence. The doctrine of applied only to secondary or derivative evidence. There must first preliminary evidence which is determined to have been illegally obtained in secondary evidence is obtained because of preliminary evidence. Since the preliminary evidence is inadmissible, any secondary evidence discovered or obtained because of any is not also be used. Ito ay isang sangay ng exclusionary rule na inilalapat sa preliminary na imbestiga. Ang doktrin ay nilalapat lamang sa dapat mong magkaroon ng paghihiwalay na investigasyon. Tinutukoy ang illegal na nakuha ang pagkatapos ay nakuha ang pangalawang investigasyon dahil sa pangunahing imbestiga. Doctrine, warning or Miranda Doctrine. The core of the instant case in the application of the law on constitutional investigation enshrined in Article 3, Section 12 of the 1987 Philippines Constitution. The above provision in the Fundamental Charter embodies what jurisprudence has termed as Miranda rights, stemming from the landmark decision of the United States Supreme Court Miranda v. Arizona. It has been the champion of the modern Bill of Rights and the unlimited refuge of individuals against the coercive power of state. Miranda Doctrine requires that, number 1, any person under custodial investigation has the right to remain silent. Anything he says will be used against him in a court of law. Number 3, he was right to talk any attorney before being questioned and to have his counsel present when being questioned. And 4, if he cannot afford the attorney, one will be provided before any questioning if he is judicial. Lesson number 1 is, sino mang tao ang sa ilalim ng pagsisiyasat kustodiya ay may karapatang manatiling tahimik. Number 2, anumang sasabihin niya ay maari at gamitin laban sa kanya sa hukom. Number 3, may karapatan siyang makipag-usap sa isang abogado bago siya tanungin at iharap sa kanyang abogado kapag siya ay tatanungin. At number 4, kung hindi niya kayang bayaran ng isang abogado, ay kayang ipagkaloob na bago ang anumang pagtatanong kung siya ay nagnanais.